And now we want to cross over to Taita Taveta County, where the transgenerational conversations by the National Cohesion and Integration Commission are taking place today. Abdiaziz Hashim has been on that bit, visiting quite a number of counties and just witnessing those transgenerational conversations. How is Taita Taveta County, Abdiaziz, and what is the latest there on matters, the conversations between the generations?
Well, good afternoon to you too. Indeed, there Kiptum, you have ably stated that the transgenerational conversation, the 6th edition, is currently happening here in Voi, Taita Taveta County. Remember, also, this is the 2nd edition of the coast region. This conversation are happening. It started in Kilifi. Now it has trekked all the way to Voi, Taita Taveta County. Of course, it will be interesting to hear from the Voi residents in terms of how we can form that particular bridge between the old and the young for the country's transformation. And joining me this afternoon to, of course, expound further on what Kenyans can expect all the way from Voi to across the country when it comes to the transgenerational conversation matters is none other than Mr. Kilian Nyambu. He is the NCIC Deputy Director, Public Education and Engagement. Miss karibu sana hapa, utakaribia hapa. Asante sana kuungana nasi. Maybe tell us, what can Kenyans expect this evening?
As the adage goes, great things happen when people talk. And of course, this evening we are expecting a cross-section of Kenyans, being young people, being the old people, being key stakeholders in matters, peace building, key stakeholders in the development of the county. All of them will be converging in this evening. And basically, we are expecting the participants to dissect the issues which affect the county cohesion, county peace, what opportunities are available for them, and how can they harness those existing opportunities for their own personal development as well as for the development of the country at large. Yes.
And indeed, given that this is the 2nd time in the coast region, Voi now is hosting the 2nd edition of this transgenerational conversation since it started all the way in Marsabit. This is the 6th one. But what are these key issues we do expect to be ironed out, especially from the Voi residents when they interact not only with NCIC, but all the stakeholders will be coming here?
That's a wonderful question. In our earlier interactions with the residents of this great county, there are quite a number of issues which have been coming forward based on their experience in the county. Of course, among the issues we expect to come out in our conversation this evening are the opportunities, available opportunities both for the young people and all the residents of this area. How can they be able to grow together? How can they be able to be engaged, to be meaningful and productive to both the social, economic and political aspects of the county? So that's one of the issues we anticipate we are going to have the residents speak on. But of equal importance, there are certain challenges which the residents have been facing. One among them is the element of revenue sharing between the national government and the county government, particularly on the matters of the Tsavo East and West National Park. Of course, borrowing from the experience which has been seen in other counties, Masai Mara in Narok, Amboseli in Kajiado, there's been that kind of a need or that kind of an issue where they have been agitating to be able to benefit from the national park. Equally, there is the human life-wildlife conflict. Is one of the issues probably in our conversation with other citizens, residents of this county. These are some of the issues which have been coming up in that as much as they host the county, probably they are expecting some harmonic coexistence. Then, of course, we have got the issues to do with mining, which has been an issue in this county, on what benefits are the residents deriving from the so many mines which are available in this county. These are some of the pertinent issues which have been raised in our earlier on kind of engagement. Matters to do with land, probably they might also feature, because again, from our conversation, there's been some few issues which the residents have been raising. And of course, finally, trying to see what are the local government, the county government are attempting to do to raise their living standard. So those are among the issues because, again, in our previous engagement, they have been coming out in our conversation with the people. But of course, we expect it is the residents who are supposed to speak. And for us, these are some of the issues we anticipate probably they can be able to be raised in the conversation we are going to have this evening.
Mm-hmm. And maybe finally, given that we're running out of time, maybe tell us what has NCIC been able to do, especially here in Voi in the coast region, when it comes to peace and cohesion?
Yeah, a couple of issues. One, deliberately we have been able to have quite a number of sensitization, engagement and dialogue forums, bringing on board different stakeholders. And of course, the conversation is one of them. Secondly, also, to bring our services closer to the people. We have devolved both at the region and the county. So equally, we have brought our officers on the ground so that they can be able also to interact with the residents and bring the residents against an opportunity to bring their issues and concern. Thirdly, also within the education sector, we have tried to, and this is one of the county which has been doing well in terms of formation of peace clubs in learning institutions, and we take this with a lot of pride and stride. Then finally, of course, having had conversation with the local leadership to try and remind them to be responsive to the needs of their community members. Yes.
Thank you so much. Of course, Mr. Killian will be joining us in our hall later this evening. Remember, the discussions will be starting at exactly 7:30 p.m. all the way to 9 p.m. And we wait to see what are those other issues that will be raised within this particular town hall session that continues to brainstorm with all the generations to ensure that our country lives peacefully, of course, cohesively, and not disturb what the programs and the vision that has been put place not only by the county governments but also the national government. We have also been crisscrossing Voi town. We've been speaking to a number of people. They have spoken to us and raising particular issues when it comes to security or sometimes the insecurity in these particular parts of the country, something that could be ironed out by GAO officers, national government administration officers, who will also be part of this discussion, including the county government of Taita Taveta. But for now, I need to hand you over back to Betty Kiptum.